Well, if they tune in the second half, they'll have missed a heck of a first half performance.
Difference, game clock, shot clock. So Zags can't quite hold for the final look. Harris on the perimeter. Shot clock down to 10. It's Stockton. Olynyk slipped, lost the ball. 10 seconds here. Open shooter, good! Fans don't even realize it because it's so loud in here, but St. Mary's with 1.5 seconds left in the half just called for a foul. And Mitchell Young, already in some foul trouble, was called for the personal, I believe. We haven't gotten the official word on that.
I couldn't see it because everyone in front of us on Gucci Row, yep, they have a Gucci Row here, and McEwen was standing up.
And I don't think they must not have called it against Young. Yeah, it is right there.
Yeah.
It is Young, and that is his third foul, and it puts Pangos at the line. There was a second left in the half. Oh, that should never happen.
Not for a guy with that much experience.
Pangos earns the second free throw. I mean, that's just a huge mistake. And they knew.
Yeah, they knew. I'll tell you what, even if Pangos gets him to one, this place is going to erupt because St. Mary's has clawed their way back into the lead.
Holt, I don't think he got it off. He came pretty close, but it wouldn't have counted, and we had quite a first half in Moraga.
We sure did. Both ways, two good basketball teams, two competitive teams.
Olynyk and Hart and Pangos against Dellavedova and St. Mary's. Gales with the 1-point lead at halftime. Steve Weissman with the Land Rover halftime report. 33-32. Gales lead the Zags.
All right, thanks a lot, Dave. This is the Land Rover halftime report. Madness in Moraga. We got a good one going on, though, as well between Colorado. St. Mary's.
I mean, when you watch Matthew Dellavedova, he's just got great body control. I mean, he doesn't look like he's going to be a fantastic player, but he makes plays. He's got such great grit. Remember, in college basketball, he's the one player who played in the Olympics. He's got a great feel for the game, knows when to make the threes. He's got that big mouth guard hanging out.
Like a boxer.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, he definitely could have played in the fighter. And he just finds his spots, gets a little bit of an air space there, a little space to get off that shot, makes things happen. Meanwhile, Kelly Olynyk has been a little bit all over the place, a little wild at times, lost the headband.
Put it on the wrist.
Flowing locks. But he has been a major factor as well in this game. A little out of control at times, but you can tell that Olynyk, if he can start working more inside in the second half, it's going to be very difficult for St. Mary's to keep an eye on him or keep him off the backboard. But he's been putting the ball on the floor, been scoring inside, sort of hitting those transition buckets where he's been hitting it on the fly. And if this shapes up in the second half the way we've seen in the first half, we're going to have a great rivalry game. And I thought going into this week, this would probably be the best game that we've seen in rivalry week. Hopefully we'll get that here in the second half.
Andy, when Matthew Dellavedova scores at least 17 points, the Gales are 12-0. He already has 19.
Look at you pulling out those stats.
Much more straight ahead on the Land Rover halftime report. A big one in the Big Ten, Andy. Minnesota.
Price, part of Rivalry Week, presented by Wendy's. What a first half, getting ready to start the second in Moraga. St. Mary's 33, fifth-ranked Gonzaga 32. Dave Fleming, Fran Fraschilla, thrilled to be here for what truly is one of the great rivalries in college basketball. I know you were looking forward to this game, Franny. Glad you made it out here?
Oh, this is awesome. It really is. And you know what? They needed some scoring, St. Mary's. Matty Dellavedova, he supplied it.
Yeah, you and I talked a lot at the start about how he orchestrates the offense, passing the ball out of the pick and roll sets, but it was his shooting and scoring that really was the difference.
Yeah, and they took away a lot of his passing lanes tonight, but take a look. Watch him read the defender on the ball screen. Splits Dower, pulls up, knocks it down. Now, second pin. Splits him again. Dower not a great pick and roll defender. We know that. Gets into the lane, draws help, and then he reads the open man. Now, he's got a mismatch with, look at Harris looking around like he's on an island all by himself with Dellavedova, who calmly pulls up and knocks down the three.
First half stats, St. Mary's, that shooting really picked up. The free throws were a big difference in Gonzaga's favor. Edgeworth points to the paint. Gonzaga was tough inside, very physical. A lot of that was Kelly Olynyk.
Well, it's been physical inside, and Olynyk, I think it's to Olynyk's favor, but boy, if you're Mark Few, you got to keep pounding it inside. And for St. Mary's, you got to think they've got to find another scorer besides Dellavedova.
Now we had the opposite of balanced scoring in the first half. And really, I mean, I think you could say the same on both sides, although Pangos chipped in to help Olynyk with 7. The Gales up by 1, playing here at home at historic McEwen Pavilion, have the first possession of the second half.
It's the play they opened the first half with.
Dellavedova came up short, but Mitchell Young right there missed the follow. Young, who committed the silly foul at the end of the first half. Bell open, nails the 3, and the Zags are back in front.
I've said since November, I think the key to Gonzaga making a deep run in the tournament is getting the kind of production Gary Bell gave them as a freshman. They don't need him as much this year.
But he had a great freshman season. His numbers have been down. Dellavedova right through that double team. The lob, and Young missed the dunk. Got to finish that one. Olynyk runs the court, gets fouled. So that's a double thud for St. Mary's. Miss the dunk and then don't get back on defense.
Now watch Dellavedova. He's been splitting that ball screen all night. Look how stretched out Olynyk is. Makes the right read, and Young's just got to come up with that. And then they go back the other end, and Kelly Olynyk gets a chance to get to the foul line.
Foul was against Waldo, not Young. That foul at the end of the first half was Young's 3rd. It gave Gonzaga basically a free 2 points at the end of the half. Olynyk makes the first of 2 free throws.
Well, you can see why Matthew Dellavedova, and we said this early, is so good in pick and roll, because he's not worried about his man or the screener's man. He's watching all 5 defenders.
Olynyk made them both. So a good start to the second half for Gonzaga. 5th-ranked team of the country, now leading by 4. Bolevec in quickly at the start of this half. Attacks off the dribble, and it's stripped away and stolen. Elias Harris on the move, right by the defense to lay it in. Timeout, St. Mary's.
Now you say, why does Matthew Dellavedova not make that stop? With the 2 fouls, it's a smart move. Give up the 2 so that you can stay on the floor.
But a 9-0 run going back to the first half, and the Zags have a 6-point lead. Michigan State, part of that crazy and very, very good Big Ten.
Dick used to camp outside Lansing Everett High School because he'd already had a pretty good staple of Detroit Titans like Terry Durod and John Long, Terry Tyler, but he couldn't get Magic to make that trip down to Detroit.
Yeah, he would have been the difference maker, I think. We might not have had Dick for all these years.
Exactly.
Here's Dellavedova. Zags 9-0 run. Now look at that skip pass. Juicy, no good. Holt tips it back in.
Perfect example. Great read by Dellavedova. He wasn't worried about the defenders at the point of the screen. He knew where Juicy was.
So a much-needed bucket for St. Mary's. Juicy fell down, though, and you give Pangos that opening, he's going to burn you. He is so smooth. 9 points. He's only taken 4 shots.
You know, like we talked about, you know, they were, look, there's a split again.
Finding Holt. No good on the 3.
Pangos and Bell did so much last year, they don't need to be as good offensively.
Bell lays it in.
Yeah. This team is built from Olynyk and Harris out, but we know how dangerous those sophomore guards are. You know what I love about those guards? They're not declaring for the NBA draft anytime soon. They're going to be around a long time.
Waldo close to the bucket. Waldo scores.
Good ball movement. It's important for St. Mary's to get a second or third score besides Dellavedova.
Zags has really gotten out on a break in this half, gotten some easier looks. Now in the half court. Olynyk matched up with Dellavedova, and he wants some help. He'll get it from Waldo.
Did you see Dellavedova talk Waldo to Olynyk? Because he didn't want to pick up the third foul.
Shot clock down to 7. Pangos gives it up. Harris. Short. Olynyk offensive rebound. And then Juicy nearly steals it away.
Boy, Harris was not adroit with that pass to Pangos.
You got to be careful with the ball. Olynyk against Waldo. Starts to make his move. Another offensive rebound for Gonzaga. Bell, 3, good.
That is a killer right there. Coach K, one of those guys I've heard him say at clinics. You get that offensive rebound, you got the defense in a scramble situation.
Dellavedova double teamed, and he's going to call a timeout to prevent the turnover. Gonzaga's gone on a run, a 6